Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com, and I am excited to share with you today the latest research on how marketers view social media versus how regular, normal people view social media. This is a new study just out from Sprout Social, which I know some of you use for your social media scheduling, and I loved some of the insights that they shared, so I wanted to share them with you. The first and most important probably, how are people using social media? So you, the marketer, are using it to increase your brand awareness and to grow your audience. Promotion for you is number 3, or for most marketers is number 3, which is very interesting because I tend to think of the use of social media as promotion related, but many of you are using it for brand awareness. And that has value too, particularly right now when we're in the middle of the pandemic and we're worried about future budget cuts. We want to make sure that most people know that the library is happening, that it's out there, and what services we provide. So that's a big deal, and continue to do that. What makes a brand good on social media according to regular people? For you as a marketer, marketers said that they think engagement and memorable content are the most important things to measure the way a brand is good on social media. But regular people said engagement, number 1, so that's the same, and transparency, which I thought was really interesting. And then their third answer was customer service, which I'm not surprised about because a lot of consumers go to social media to talk back and forth with the brands that they're interacting with. They don't email, they don't call, they use social media. I do that. You probably have done it before. And I bring that up because I think it's important for libraries right now to excel at customer service. I think it's going to help us in the future with our funding. And so we want to make sure we're providing good customer service on social as well. But I also love this transparency thing because we really need to talk more about what it is the library does and the work that we do behind the scenes that most people don't know about. So keep that in mind as you're programming your social media. What social media platforms are we going to use more frequently in the future? Marketers said they're going to use Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter more frequently. But regular people said they're going to use Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And YouTube by a good majority more than Twitter, which means video marketing is really important, and now is the time to get into it. Remember that as you're going through what you're going to be doing for your library marketing for the next year. Okay, how do people find brands on social media? People said that they look for the suggestions, and those are the suggestions that are made by the social media platform. So having engaging content may not be up there for the people looking at your library social media platforms, but it is important because that engaging content gets you into the suggestions and mentions of the platform. I know. And recommendations. They look for other people recommending brands to them. So we want to make sure that we are asking the frequent library lovers and library users and the people who are excited about what we're doing to recommend us to their friends and family. The other thing that they look for is a brand that they admire, which I think is something that libraries can take advantage of because everything we do is admirable. I think that we can ask people who admire us to recommend us to their friends and family and be a little less humble, be a little more forward about asking people to love us. Okay, and then why do they follow you? They want to learn about products and services. They want news from your library. And in general, they want promotions and discounts from brands. Well, we don't really offer promotions and discounts, but I like this statistic because I think it can inform the language that we use on social media. I think we can be a little more in the mindset that everything at the library is a promotion and discount and start using that kind of language. There's a whole lot more data in this fantastic survey, and I'm going to link to it at superlibrarymarketing.com in the show notes of this episode. But I wanted to take a quick second to give a kudos shout out to the Monroe County Public Library System in Indiana. I came across a video that they did this week, and it has a very formal title. It's called A Cautious Path to Phasing in Services. But It's a very lighthearted way of talking to their community in video form about how they're going to be phasing in library services over the next couple of weeks or months. And it used a bunch of their different librarians in a Zoom meeting, and it used emojis and some other humor, but also some serious stuff. And I just thought it was a great mix of being formal and being lighthearted and explaining what is happening and what's coming up in the library in terms of, like, you're gonna have to wear a mask and you're gonna have to wear gloves and there's gonna be social distancing. I thought this was a great example. I will, of course, put a link to this video in the show notes to this episode. If you have a topic suggestion for a future episode of the Library Marketing Show, or you think that there's a library out there that should be getting kudos, please let me go. Go to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to this YouTube video, and tell your friends about it, and I'll see you next week.